Presenting the Northwest Bank Wildcat News with the Bolt's Emily Magus. News from the Humboldt schools presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank. And now, here's Emily.
Good morning. You're listening to the Wildcat News here on 97.7 The Bolt. This morning I'm joined by Mike Blair, and we've got some music events to talk about, including one that is actually going to be happening tomorrow night. You've heard me talk about it on the news. It is the Supper and Song event that is going to be happening, and the Music Boosters are putting it on, and it includes two different parts. Of course, the supper at 5 o'clock and then the song at 7 o'clock. So I'll let him talk about the details and the performance that they've got going on, because it sounds like he's put a lot of work into it.
Well, you've done half my work already for me. Telling them when and all of that. So yeah, the supper portion starts at 5. Mm-hmm. The Music Boosters are presenting that, and we're going to have baked potato bar. Mm-hmm. So all of your favorite toppings will be there to put on your baked potato. And then they'll have some desserts there as well. So mm-hmm. that's always good. The cost for that is $5 for ages 11 and up, mm-hmm. and then $3 for ages 10 and under. Mm-hmm. So that'll be enjoyable. And then right after that is the concert, of course, at 7 o'clock. Cost for that is $3 for adults and $2 for students. And we've got a total of 5 different ensembles performing at this mm-hmm. concert. So we've got a lot of music to present and just a wide variety of stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'll just go through and people might go, oh, 5 ensemble, that's going to take forever to get through. But we're working really hard to get it to flow from one ensemble to the next, so mm-hmm. you're not going to be sitting there for 2 or 3 minutes waiting for one group to go off and the next to come on. Mm-hmm. It's going to flow from one to the other. So we're working really hard at that. So anyway, the 6th grade is on first, and they're going to do a medley of songs from the Muppet movie. Oh, okay. So that's all familiar stuff to everybody and, mm-hmm. and very entertaining. And they've got actually some movements and actions that they do, and lots of solos that they've put in there, so mm-hmm. that's a fun number. The jazz choir's on next. We've got a couple of great standard jazz tunes, A Foggy Day and mm-hmm. I Wish You Love. And they're both beautiful pieces. The jazz choir had the opportunity to go to Morningside College for a workshop recently, where we just learned a whole lot of stuff, and mm-hmm. we're hopefully putting some of that to practice at the concert tomorrow night. Okay. Next up is the 7th and 8th grade chorus, and they're doing 3 songs. We've got the James Bond theme. Mm-hmm. There's no words to that. It's just dum 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 dum, kind of a sound effect thing. Uh-huh. And then we've got another song called We Can Dream. And the composer of this, I've never heard of this composer before. Mm-hmm. Whoever it is goes by the name Pink Zebra. And so that just kind of caught my eye, first of all, and I had to listen to it and just really fell in love with the music. And and so he or she, I don't know, writes really good stuff, and I'll be looking at more of his or her stuff in the future. And then they're also going to do a gospel piece called mm-hmm. Let Everything That Hath Breath. And so that's they really enjoy that. That's an up-tempo mm-hmm. piece that's really exciting to sing. Concert Chorale is going to step in for one number, mm-hmm. One Tin Soldier. And this is a song that we do once every 4 years. It's something that the kids really enjoyed doing the first time. I think this is our 3rd time doing it. Mm-hmm. So it incorporates some different elements in it. We've got some video that plays mm-hmm. Along with it, and sound effects, and we've got some costuming and some props that go with mm-hmm. it, and a mock battle and things like that. So it's a really interesting piece. One Tin Soldier it was originally written, as an anti-war mm-hmm. song, and it was incorporated in the movie. I think it was Billy Jack. Mm-hmm. that it was called. So that's where it comes from. Women's Chorus is going to come on next. They've got 4 tunes that they're going to do, including Hello by Adele. That one, yep. And that just happened kind of off the cuff that we're doing this one. We were watching an instructional video on YouTube mm-hmm. in class, and she started singing that song and giving instruction how to do it and things like that. And so the kids asked, well, why can't we sing that?
That's cool.
And so I thought, well, I'll look and see if there's an arrangement, and there was.
Okay.
And so we're doing it. And it uses a soloist. We've got another one that uses a soloist called Taylor the Latte Boy that the women's chorus is doing. And that was sung by Kristen Chenoweth, I believe. So she's made that kind of popular. Concert chorale is going to come back on. The guys have a piece by themselves. It's called Bring Him Home from Les Mis. And it's a beautiful song. It has them singing way up high in their head voice for much of it. And so they complain a little bit, but it's really beautiful when they do it. We've got another gospel piece next. Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child. That's kind of a slow ballad type song. Incorporates another soloist in that. What I Did for Love is next, and that incorporates a soloist, and that's from a chorus line, of course. And then the grand finale of the concert is a thing called Niška Banja, and it's a folk song from Serbia. And it's our multicultural piece of the evening. But we're going to have all four of my groups up there, the 7th and 8th grade choir, jazz choir, concert chorale, women's chorus, and they're all going to join together with this. It's in a foreign language, of course, which is really different from any foreign language that we normally do because it's from Serbia.
Okay.
And so it's really different for us, and even the feel of it is much different. I mean, when you talk about multicultural, this really does feel different from anything that we do here in our Western culture.
Yep.
And so it's always important for us as music teachers to expose them to different things like that, and kind of experiment with stuff. So, but that's our closer, and everybody's going to really enjoy that one too. So that's our concert. Lots of stuff going on, and I think everybody's going to enjoy it a lot.
I definitely think so. Again, that is happening at Humboldt High School tomorrow night. Supper at 5 o'clock, song at 7 o'clock. Sounds like it's going to be a great night for anyone that attends, so definitely check that out. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcat News. We'll be back to talk about the Dodgeball tournament happening this weekend, and of course everything else that Mike Blair's got his students doing this spring. So keep it right here on 97.7 The Bolt.
Hi, this is Corey Matson with Northwest Bank. There's a special pride in owning and managing your own business or farm operation. There should also be a special relationship between the customer and their financial institution. At Northwest Bank, we believe our purpose is to help you reach your goals. Come experience the difference. Great rates, great products, and superior service that is a commitment you can bank on. Stop in and see us at Northwest Bank, 801 Sumner Avenue, or call us at 332-1840. Northwest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is 97.7 The Bolt. We are back here on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News, and I am joined by Mike Blair. He just got done talking about the Supper and Song event happening tomorrow night at Humboldt High School, if you're interested in that. And there's another event happening at the high school this Saturday. It is a dodgeball tournament to raise money for a new grand piano for them, right, Mike?
That's right, yes. And so, yeah, this is our second year doing the dodgeball tournament. We did it last year to raise money for the band uniforms and choir robes, which we've raised the money now. And everything's ordered, and at the very latest we should have the band uniforms by next fall for the marching season. So that's wonderful. And so, yeah, looking ahead, the grand piano is our next large investment that we need to make. Of course, the music boosters buy instruments for the band and things like that every year. But this is going to be a large ticket item that we're going to put money away for, and sometime in the future. My piano tuner tells me it's time, because that piano does get used a lot. And so anyway, the dodgeball tournament, along with that, it's fun enough to watch people get hit by these balls flying around, and everybody has a crazy time, and they're dressed up in crazy outfits too, and so that makes it even more fun. But there's also a spaghetti dinner that the music boosters are having, and that starts at 5 o'clock. That's a $5 per plate cost. They're also having a silent auction. I can't tell you anything about what's being offered there. I don't have that information, but that starts at 5 also. Costs you $3 to get in. That's cheap for. You'll have a lot of laughs, I guarantee you, just watching people play and having a great time. We've got a middle school bracket where they play, and that starts at 4:30. The adult bracket starts at 5:30, and we've got like 40 teams total.
Wow.
Which is, I think, like twice as much as we had last year.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a real busy day. So yeah, everybody should come on and watch that, and it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely. And then what other events are your students going to be involved in this spring? We've got some events coming up next month, I understand.
Yes. The public doesn't really come to watch this, but the high school students are working on solo and small ensemble festival music, and so they take solos and different small ensembles, obviously. More legit, you might say, literature that they're working on, and they perform for a judge, and he gives them a rating and comments and things like that. And it's a big learning experience for them. What do I need to do to make my voice better or my instrument playing better? And we just learn from that experience. So that is happening on April 2nd, which is about 3 weeks away. So we're getting close to the end on that. And then looking down the road a little bit further, Soundsations is April 16th. And we're going to be having auditions for that this coming Monday. So that's going to be ramping up here very quickly as well.
All right, awesome. Sounds like you guys have a busy spring ahead of you. Don't forget the Supper and Song event tomorrow night. Starts at 5 o'clock with supper. And then the Dodgeball tournament, what time does that start on Saturday again?
4:30 for the middle school bracket and 5:30 for the adult bracket.
All right, and that's also at the Humboldt High School. So check them out and help them raise money for their new grand piano, and just check them out. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, both events. Thank you for joining me on the Northwest Bank Wildcat News.
This has been the Northwest Bank Wildcat News Program, presented every Wednesday at this time by Northwest Bank.